I've collaborated a number of times with Cape Town-based artist Henning Ludeke, creating visual interactive art. So when he was invited to take part in a big Hieronymus Bosch exhibition in Stellenbosch, we got together and said, where shall we take this? And the one really interesting field is augmented reality. Augmented anachronism, Bosch in Africa. Hieronymus Bosch painted the Garden of Earthly Delights in 1503, and we opted for cell phone-based augmented reality to try and engage the audience, try and make them look deeper, see things that they would usually miss when standing in front of a static artwork. The concept was to take an exact replica of the original painting, which is huge, about the size of 3 doors stacked next to one another. Have it printed, professionally framed, and it gives the reference and the feel and the same sort of feel that you would have when you stand in Barcelona in front of the real painting. But then allow people to explore it with their cell phones and see something different and be drawn into it. The project was done in an extreme time crunch. We had about 4 weeks from start to finish with an absolute fixed deadline of an exhibition coming up. And the whole of the first week disappeared into choosing bits of technology to use. From a scripting perspective, obviously C# and JavaScript aren't my strong points in life. If I had a choice, I would go the Unreal C++ route. I'm happier there, I'm quicker there. We didn't have a lot of time, so we built it around available scripts. Searched for available scripts, went for Polynav as a navigation and Bounds library. Downloaded some assets, birds which already had flocking behavior, which could just needed tweaking. So all of the scripting work, and some of it in Java, some of it in C#, depending on the scripts we had available. Mostly tweaking work to scripts to get the animations, to get them to do what we want, and the time and frame rate. You're working in a very distorted scale, so a lot of the elements have to. The animation has to slow as they rise and speed up as they go to the bottom of the painting, etc. So things that, because it's not a true 3D space, a true 3D script doesn't work so well. But basic scripting, we ended up scripting movements with a lot of randomness in it, but controlled, random with the style, scripting movements for about 20 or 30 characters. Flocks of birds, butterflies feature very big, so we remodeled butterflies using some of his original paintings, and that would fly around. And a butterfly is a fantastic element because of the way they move to draw you into a painting. What did I learn about augmented reality? I think the very first thing is that you have to control the light and the space that you work in. Modern cell phone cameras simply cannot handle low light, the image blurs, your complete tracking system falls to pieces. This is absolutely critical. The second ties in with that is that you have to control your users in as many ways as possible. Absolute tracking, we're a very long way away from there. So allowing them to approach your image marks, but only as close as works. Physical barriers, the way they move, set up the space, control the space, and then also from an application point of view, control the degradation, have some feedback on how to get back, even to the point where the app simply does nothing, just shows the camera picture when you lose tracking. Fade back your content the moment tracking is back. The user still interacts with the real artwork, so there's lots of work around. And lastly, less is more. It's augmented reality. The world is still there. The artwork is still there. It's magnificent to speak with. You're trying to improve, you're trying to lead the person on to have a better, you're trying to lead your user to see things they would otherwise miss, to enhance the situation.